So the next topic is forecast based planning. So forecast based planning. So forecast based planning is based upon the previous consumption of the values of the material. We'll plan for the future planning origin. So forecast based planning is planning for the future requirements based upon the previous consumption values. So here also first create a material master. So the views you need to select basic data 1, purchasing, MRP 123, forecasting, storage 1 and storage 2. Orchestration levels, plant and show location. Enter the description, base unit of measure and metal group. Enter. And in the purchasing view, enter purchasing group. Enter. In MRP1, maintain MRP group. And the MRP type we need to maintain is VV. Refers to forecast based planning. MRP controller. Lot size EX. Next MRP2. So it is raw material. So the procurement type is X, external procurement. Planned delivery time, GR processing time and schedule margin key. Enter. In MRP the period indicator, so monthly availability check. Now you go to forecasting view. So here forecast model D, constant model, and here you have historical periods. Historical periods means the previous consumption values. For example, 10 months. Forecast periods, the planning I want to go for next 10 months. So it means by taking the previous consumption values of 10 months, I want to go for planning for the future periods of 10 months. Click on consumption values. And here you enter the previous consumption values of the material. Okay. Press enter. Enter the previous usage values of the material. Press enter. Click on main data. Then again you are back to forecasting. Enter. So no need to maintain in storage 1 and storage 2. In accounting 1, valuation class, price control the price. Save. So material is created. Now execute forecast. The transaction code is M. Go to the transaction code MP30 to execute forecast. Here you enter the material, MRP area and plant. Press enter. If you click on historical values, it displays the previous consumption values of the material. Go back. Now click on execute. Select the forecast date. Press enter. Now you can see the forecast values for the future periods. So the system displays the forecasting requirements of the material for the future requirements, that is future planning horizon. So we have selected only for historical periods of 10 periods and forecast periods of 10 periods. So the planning is also taken for the up to 06/2018. Save. So forecast values are saved. Now these are converted to planned orders by running MRP. So forecast values are converted into planned orders. MD02, that is MRP run. Material, MRP area, plant, display results before they are saved. So run MRP or MRP run. Press enter. So observe guys, here you are getting the planned orders here. How many planned orders have been created? Here, totally. Save. So here the system displays planned orders created 10. So you plan for future periods of 10 months. So planned orders are created for 10 months. Okay. Now these planned orders are further converted to purchase executions. So next, planned orders are converted into purchase executions MD04 as usual. enter material, MRP area and plant. Press enter. If you double click on the plant order, then you can convert plant order to purchase requisition. So this is doing individually. Yesterday also we have seen, you have selected one planned order, converted to one purchase requisition. Then again, if you refresh the screen, planned order is replaced with purchase requisition. Again, you have selected purchase requisition, convert into purchase order. Then once you refresh, PR is replaced with PO. Then you have created a GR. Now you have so many planned orders. Now I will collectively convert this into purchase requisition. Now, like this also you can go, or else collective conversion of planned orders to purchase requisition. MD15. I will keep this screen as it is. I will open another screen. Then I will go to transaction code MD15. Say MD15 says collective conversion of planned orders to purchase requisitions. So here you enter the plant, select the option material and enter the material. Here you select the plant and select the option material, enter the material, press enter, press enter. Now see guys, there are so many plant orders are created over here. Okay. Now at the top of the screen there is option called select all. Click on select all. Click on select all. Then click on convert online. Click on convert online. Now here you just observe here. The planned orders will keep on save when I save it. See, you got one planned order. So one planned order is converted to purchase requisition. Again you got another order. Save. Save. That's it. The system displays a message. Okay. 10 planned orders are converted into so and so. Now I will go to MD04. If you refresh, all these planned orders are converted into purchase requisitions. Now see guys. All the planned orders are converted into purchase requisition. Now again what you are doing? Again you are double click on the purchase requisition. You are converted to purchase order. So instead I will create a single PO for all these purchase requisitions. Okay. I will create a single purchase order for all these purchase requisitions. Okay. So you got the PRs. Then convert purchase requisition to purchase orders. So directly I will go to transaction code ME21N, that is purchase order transaction code. Go to ME21N, click on document overview, then click on selection variant, purchase requisition, then here you enter the material and plan. Don't enter anything, just enter the material and plan. Execute. Now see guys, so you got all the purchase requisitions. Okay. Now you place the cursor on the purchase requisition one by one. Click on adapt. See, you got the first line item. Ada. And I can close this document over here. Now see guys, here you are able to see total detail. Then you enter the supplier. Then in the organization data in the header level, you enter purchasing organization, purchasing group and company code. And here you enter the net price. So finally, if you want to maintain the store location here itself, you can maintain, or else at the time of creation of GR also you can maintain. Enter. So click on check. So there are no errors are there. Now save the purchase order. So purchase order is created. Now create a GR. GR against PO. PO number, plan, and the momentum is 10. Press enter. And here also you need to activate carefully all the line items. Okay, because you have 10 line items. So this is quantity, where, your PO number, so partner, everything. So GR is created. Done. Now finally, if you go to MD04, if you refresh, that's it. It will straight away displays available quantity. So total, all the requirements have gone, and it is able to see the available stock. So not only here, you can check in the stock mode. So you can see the stock. Monitor MMB. That's it. So this is about forecast based planning. So yesterday we have seen reorder point planning, that is based upon the reorder point level, stock levels of the material. Forecast based planning is by taking the previous consumption values, we are gone for the future requirements. The last one very rarely companies use us, that is time phase planning. It is called seasonal planning. So planning takes place on seasonally. So the steps are the same. Whatever we have done the forecast based planning, the same steps will be there. But in the Metal Master, some changes will be there. So what are those changes? I'll show it. So same you need to select as usual. Basic data 1, purchasing, MRP 123, forecasting, storage 1, storage 2, plant and store location, basic data 1, then purchasing. In MRP 1, as usual enter MRP group and MRP type is R1, time phase planning. Then after entering MRP type R1, here a parameter you need to maintain planning cycle. So in our system it is planning is done every second Tuesday of the month. MRP controller and lot size. The remaining parameters remains the same. Next MRP2, procurement type, same as usual. Plan delivery time, GR processing time and schedule margin key. And here you have planning calendar. So maintain. So planning calendar is based upon every second Tuesday. That's it. So remaining MRP3, your forecasting, all these parameters remain the same. Only in MRP1, MRP2, the values will changes and we need to follow the same process as forecast based planning, but planning will take place based upon your planning calendar and planning cycle. So it's purely a seasonal planning. So like this, the consumption based planning takes place in the system. Okay. So totally remember what type of plannings you have in consumption based planning. Normally we call it as a CBP. One is reorder point planning. In that again, automatic and manual, then forecast based planning and time phase planning. So our PP module integration takes place with MM. So totally we have seen the purchasing. So raw materials are converted into the requirements are converted into planned orders are converted to purchase requisition converted into purchase orders, and we have seen the stocks of the raw materials. Okay, this total consumption based planning comes under external procurement process. This total process comes under external procurement process. Okay, fine. Now we are entering into internal procurement process. This is our total production planning. So far, now you got an idea. First planning will take place. Then further planning will run MRP. Then planned orders are created. Based upon the procurement type, planned orders have been converted into purchase requisition. That is further converted into purchase order. Vendor send the material. We have done the GR. Therefore, you are able to see the stocks in the system. That is a external procurement process. In the similar manner, we'll have the internal procurement process. Here, you are not going to get purchase requisition or purchase order. Planned order is going to convert into production order. So, first, when you are coming for the internal procurement process, once again I will show what are the necessary settings are to be maintained in the system to go for internal procurement process. It means if you want to create a production order for the finished material, what are the necessary settings to be maintained in the system? As usual, we discussed at the beginning all the master data of your PP. So there is, so I will show one by one. Create material masters for raw material and finish or semi-finish, whatever it is, and for finished materials. This we are done. Then create BOM. We are done. Create work center. We are done. Create routing is done. The last one is their production version. So production version, for the regular manufacturing process, we never use a production version. Always the production version is used for repetitive manufacturing process. So that's the reason these four master data are very important, without which you can't create a production order. Okay. So what are the raw materials we created? What are the finished materials we created? I think R-TP01 to R-TP05. Yeah, perfect. So these are the raw materials we created: R-TP01, 02, 03, semi-finished 04, and R-TP05, finished material. Right? Fine. Now, what I'll do is, I will remove that production version. At present, we don't want it. So I'll go to Material Master, R-TP05. In the select views, I will remove that production version details. Okay, fine. We have already deleted it. Okay, fine. So no production versions are there. Fine. Now, so what are the first prerequisite, guys? So you need to maintain all the master data belongs to your PP module. Okay, material master, bill of material, work center, and routing. Now we need to maintain another step, but before that, I will go and try to create a production order so that you can easily understand. CO01 is a transaction code to create a production order. There is another way where production order is created with reference to planned order, but first I will show manually creation of the production order. Then later on I will come with MRP. CO01 is a transaction code to create a production order. Enter your finished material, production plant, planning plant, order type PP01. Press enter. In the general tab, what is your production target quantity? Let's say 100 kgs of the finished material. Production end date. I'll enter the end date and the start date. Press enter. Okay, fine. End date. Now here if you click on this master data, it will display whether the master data are maintained correctly or not. So prior to this, just I want to show another parameter. So finished material target is 100 kgs of the material. Now in the production order itself, we can check whether to produce this finished material of this much of requirement quantity, you have the stocks of the sub components or not. Because now we are doing internal procurement process. In the internal procurement process, company is producing this finished material. If the company is producing this finished material means parallelly you should have the subsequent stocks of the raw materials. Now in the production order you can check whether particular subcomponent stocks available or not. So for that, at the top of the screen there is option called check material availability. All of you see it at the top of the screen. Now I am going to click on this. Now see what the system displays a message. What is that message, guys? Non-availability of the materials. What is meaning of non-availability of the materials? System is saying that, boss, you are trying to do production order for the finished material of this much of requirement quantity. Therefore, there are no stocks for the subsequent subcomponents requirement quantities. So that's the reason when you click on check material availability, system is saying that non-availability of the stocks of the subcomponents. And besides that, you have capacity. Capacity means to produce this finished material, whether your work centers or your operations or your machines have the availability capacity to produce it. So click on this capacity. Now here, work centers with overload, because you don't have the stocks of the availability. Okay, now why I have shown this? Now see now. After maintaining this master data, the next is maintain the stocks for the subcomponents, that is your raw materials. Okay, so how will you maintain the stock for subcomponents? Just now we have seen the consumption based planning, isn't it? So you create a PO and GR. This is one way. Normally we follow this process, guys. Please remember, we'll create a purchase order and we'll create a GR. Or if you want to go in another alternative way, in shortcut, GR without PO. This also will do it, but it is not recommended, guys. Please remember. Okay, always the standard process PO then GR. Okay, so what is PO transaction code? Create PO ME21N, then create GR MIGO. Okay, so this is a process. If you want to do GR without PO, so the process is transaction code is MB1C and moment is 501. Okay, I will show both of them so that you can understand it. You can use anyone. So first I'll create a purchase order. Enter the vendor 1000. Press enter and in the organization data, purchasing group and company code, and here you enter one by one the raw materials, and here I'll maintain the quantity. Let's say I need 5000 kgs, so not 5000, let's say I'll take 2500 kgs. Okay, one way I will show like this, maintain the stock, other way also I will show that. Okay, fine. Save the PO. PO is created, then GR item. Okay, so, so GR is created. Now whether stocks are updated or not, we can go and see. Monitor stock overview as usual. Monitor stocks, MMB. Okay, I will enter raw material, plant and store location, execute. Oh, we are not done for the material, first material. Now go to stock overview, MMB, enter the material, plant and store location, execute. Now, how much stock you have? The raw material stock, 2500 kgs. If you want to see the stock for the second material, here itself remove TP01, enter TP02 and click on new selection here. At the left side, there is option. Then even for this material also stock is 2500. Now, if you enter the third material, click on new selection. So for this also 2500. You enter the fourth subcomponent, click on new selection. You have 2000. Okay. So this is one way you are maintaining the stocks. Creation of P1 GR. Now I will show the another one also. That is GR without P1. So that you can get an idea. So for that, go to transaction code MB1C, moment type 501, plant and stops. Press enter, R-TP01, 2500, R-TP02, 2500, R-TP03, 2500, R-TP04, 2000. That's it. Save. Now, after save, again you go back to stock or MMBE. Observe carefully, guys. Now, how much stock you have for TP04? 2500. If you click on this refresh button, now see this 2500 plus 2500, totally how much it is now? 5000 kgs of it, isn't it? Not only this subcomponent, then again you can check one by one. Now click on new selection. Whenever you are changing the material, you need to click on new selection. For existing material, you need to click on refresh. Now see, for third subcomponent also stock is 5000. Similarly for the second one, 5000. Similarly for the first, so 5000. So like this, you need to maintain the stocks. Now let's say you go to create production order. See the difference now. Enter all the parameters. 100 kgs. Production start and end date. Now this time you click on this check material availability. Now see guys, what is the message at the bottom? We are getting all the check materials in order are available. But previously, what is the message you got? Non-availability of the material. Now it says all the check materials in order are available. It means to produce this finished material of this much of kgs of the material, we have enough stocks of the raw materials. So here itself you can check. Okay. So just I want to show before maintaining the stocks for the raw materials, after maintaining the stocks for the raw materials, what? Okay. So we'll start the creation of this production orders on tomorrow. So prior to this information you need to maintain first. So what is that? First, master data up to here. Material masters, bill of material, work center and routing. After that, before production of the finished material, make sure that you have maintained enough stocks of the raw materials. Whether you create a P1 GR or GR without PO. So I have shown you both. But remember, we follow this process. Okay. So we never use most of cases without PO. So tomorrow we'll start the creation of the production order now. Okay guys.